What if the world around you is not what it seems? What if this life, with all its joys and sorrows, is merely a trap, a game designed to keep you from realizing your true nature? Welcome to What If It's All a Game, where we dive deep into the philosophical abyss. Today, we explore Gnosticism and the haunting question, is this world a trap? How can we escape the game? In this video, we will unravel the intricate web of Gnostic thought, examine the implications of viewing our reality as a trap, and ponder what it means for our understanding of existence. Are you ready to challenge your perceptions and venture into the unknown? Gnosticism, an ancient philosophical and religious movement, suggests that the material world is a flawed creation, a prison for the soul. Gnostics believe that human beings are trapped in this physical realm, cut off from a higher spiritual truth. The term gnosis itself means knowledge, an esoteric understanding of the divine that promises liberation from the confines of the material world. Historically, Gnosticism emerged in the early centuries of Christianity, intertwining with various mystical and philosophical traditions. Thinkers like Plato laid the groundwork for Gnostic ideals, proposing a dualistic view of existence where the material and spiritual realms are fundamentally opposed. In this perspective, our physical bodies are mere vessels, and true enlightenment comes from transcending the material plane. Central to Gnostic belief is the notion of a flawed creator, often referred to as the Demiurge. This entity, according to Gnostics, is responsible for the creation of the material world, but it lacks the true wisdom and benevolence of the higher, transcendent God. Imagine being trapped in a game designed by a flawed architect, where the rules serve to keep you confined rather than free. This metaphor paints a vivid picture of the Gnostic worldview and raises the question, how do we escape? One of the most compelling aspects of Gnosticism is its emphasis on personal experience and inner knowledge. Gnostics believe that salvation lies within, urging individuals to seek their own path to enlightenment through introspection and spiritual awakening. This leads us to a critical inquiry. If we are indeed trapped, what tools do we have to break free? Consider the allegory of the cave as posited by Plato, where prisoners perceive shadows on a wall, mistaking these illusions for reality. The Gnostics echo this sentiment, suggesting that most people live in ignorance, unable to perceive the true nature of reality. But what if you could turn around, step outside, and see the world as it truly is? What if you could escape the confines of this simulation? As we explore the philosophical arguments surrounding Gnosticism, we should also examine the thoughts of influential philosophers like René Descartes. His famous dictum, "I think therefore I am," suggests that our consciousness is the only undeniable reality. This radical skepticism aligns with Gnostic thought, as it invites us to question everything we see, feel, and experience. If our senses deceive us, how can we trust our understanding of the world? However, the notion of Gnosticism as a radical perspective has faced criticism. Skeptics argue that viewing the world as a trap leads to nihilism, a rejection of life's inherent value. They suggest that instead of seeking escape, we should embrace the beauty and complexity of our existence. This brings us to the heart of a compelling counterargument. Is it possible to find meaning in a world you believe to be flawed? Can we coexist with our doubts and still create a life worth living? If we entertain the idea that this world is indeed a trap, it compels us to reevaluate our relationships, our pursuits, and our values. What if the act of living is the key to liberation? What if the journey through this game, with all its trials and tribulations, is what ultimately leads us to enlightenment? As we navigate through these existential questions, let's reflect on the implications of Gnostic thought. If this world is a game, what roles do we play? Are we mere puppets, or do we have the agency to rewrite our narratives? These inquiries challenge us to examine our lives critically and actively engage in our search for meaning. So where does this leave us? As we ponder whether the world is a trap or a playground for our souls, we should also consider the power of questioning. Are we brave enough to confront our beliefs and seek the truths hidden beneath the surface? In closing, Gnosticism invites us to explore the depths of existence, to question our reality, and to seek a higher understanding. If the world is indeed a trap, then perhaps the key to escaping lies in the pursuit of knowledge and the courage to challenge the status quo. What do you think? Is the world a game designed to keep us from our true selves? How does this perspective shift your view on life? Join the conversation by sharing your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you find these deep inquiries intriguing and want to continue this journey into the unknown, subscribe to What If It's All a Game, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our next exploration of existence. Remember, the most profound answers often lie hidden within the most challenging questions. Until next time, keep questioning and seek your own truth.